Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, we were doing this. So we have the solar panel tier 1, which is providing a ton of power. In fact, it's not really doing anything right now. We're full of power. This guy is sifting, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, this is great, to be honest. We need to do a lot of work though before things can get even better around here. But one of the things we need to start working on is we need to start getting sifting going. Now we can't do too much sifting, and I don't want to automate it too much yet, because, well, to be honest, we need to have more. We need more stuff in order to get sifting a little bit better. And so we are going to go ahead and, okay, so to explain a little bit better, we need more stuff. We need more machines, which is fine, but we need a little bit more permanent area for this stuff, and I want to do it underground. So I need to clear out more of this area, and I think I'm going to start working this direction next. Are there elevators in this mod pack? Elevator. There are elevators. Awesome. They require ender pearls. Not so awesome. Is there an easy way to get ender pearls? Pulsating meshes is a nasty way. Villagers, clerics can give you ender pearls. Endermen can give you ender pearls. Now we can make endermen presumably with a creepy doll. Or was that removed? Not a duel, a doll. Spooky doll. So black dye, which ink sacs we could get potentially. Squids are a little bit tricky to spawn, but we can get that. Netherwort we could do most of that. Would require ash, that's fine. Clay, yeah, we could make some creepy dolls, spooky dolls rather, and spawn endermen in. Is there a way? Let's see what all we can do. So gas tiers we can get from netherrack. Alright, that is doable. Okay, so that is definitely doable. But are there, wait, let's see, powered spawners. Are powered spawners doable? Vibrant alloys require ender pearls. That is doable. That is all doable. Electrical steel is doable. Okay, so if we can get, we need 2 ender pearls to begin with. So if we can get a couple ender pearls, that would be ideal. And then we could potentially get an auto spawner set up in the near future and start getting plenty of endermen, because that is the trick. We need endermen in order to do a lot of this stuff, a lot of the automation that I want to do, because the only way to get item conduits is pulsating iron nuggets. Now, is there still item ducts? Item ducts are still a thing. Hardened glass. Ew. But those are for the, I want opaque. So tin and lead. Oh. We could do it with item ducts. That is an idea. Servos are easy enough. But unfortunately the resonant servos are going to be expensive, but the signalum is not, because it's just redstone, silver, and copper. So that is a potential way we could do it. We are going to want endermen though. So let's look at our quests real quick. I was looking at all these different quests, and honestly getting mob spawn eggs is not going to be too difficult. So we're going to work on a bunch of different things today, because sifting, while is something I need to do, we're going to do a little bit with that, but we need to get into other things a little bit more. And carrots, let's see. Can we grow some carrots? Let's grab this guy. We're gonna start growing some carrots, just to have them, and then hopefully we can get more carrots later. I have the blaze powder on me right now just because I was hoping to get more blaze between episodes, but I didn't, because the biggest thing that is kind of slowing down our sifting process is I don't really feel like getting all the different gravel, sand, and dust. So what we can do is we can make a hammer, and we're going to do an auto hammer versus an auto compressed hammer, just because one, it's cheaper, but two, I don't have the diamonds, and three, we don't really need any other anything else really. So this guy is a little bit full. Copper chest upgrade. Copper to iron. Copper to silver is silver with a piece of iron or copper. We have not much silver, but we have enough, more than iron. So this is another way to get to, like, oh, it's the other way around. This is a much better way to get to, like, more storage space, and eventually getting like a diamond chest or something. But I don't know that we'll ever have to do that. So there we go. And then we can use this guy to make silver to gold with a little bit of glass. That's an idea. We have plenty of gold. We are thirsty. Didn't need to put that in there. So let's get some gold. We only need 4 gold this time. So do this. We'll go grab some glass, and I'll grab some more water and all that kind of fun stuff. So a lot of things to do. But honestly, it's not all that bad. So let's go ahead and make the copper chest. Let's see. Silver chest upgrade to gold, and then gold we can go to diamond later if we want. Having a gold chest would be useful for now, just because it's going to give us one more room for all of this stuff, which is good, but we're also going to need to get more stuff in general. I have well over a stack of crushed iron, but what we're going to do first is we're going to make the auto hammerer, and that is pretty easy to make. It's just a diamond hammer, 2 iron pressure plates, and some more iron, and there we go. So we'll put this guy right here. Let's go cool off because it's getting hot, and this will allow us to turn cobbles. Basically, we can hammer anything. If we compress the ore gravel or ore sand, we can hammer that down into the next component, just like manually doing it. Or we can go ahead and do the same with like cobblestone. So take a bunch of cobblestone, and see, do we have some more transfer nodes, and see, we'll need a chest or 2. We'll need power, and we can start getting gravel to then later sift. So that is a little bit closer to automation. Eventually we're going to have it so that it automatically makes all of it. We're going to have a couple of cobblestone generators that will make all the stuff we need, and we can just put this right here. Transfer in and out. This guy will need power, and we just give him a bunch of cobblestone, and there we go. So he'll make gravel for us and anything else we want to put in there for right now. So this is a little bit of automation, but it's not that much. For example, what we could do is go ahead and take these guys and make a bunch of iron ore sand, and that'll make the stuff that we need. So the last thing, can we make it yet? The auto compressor requires a block of iron, so it needs a little bit more iron than we have. Let's go ahead and do it manually. It won't take very long. So the auto compressor will allow us to compress the stuff as we need. So, for example, we can throw that in there. It'll make it. For example, we can turn the gravel, 9 gravel, into compressed gravel, or dust, or any of that kind of stuff. And then what do we need? 4 crafting benches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can turn all of the gravels, sand, dust, all that kind of stuff into its compressed form, or we can also do the same with the ore sand and ore gravel. And this guy we're just going to put back here, and actually no, I don't want him there. I want him here. And then what we can do is I can just, you know, throw gravel in here, and it will compress it, and then we can throw that in there. So I let this run for a while, and it'll do its thing, and then we can worry about it later. So it is night. Let's clean up our inventory just a little bit. Let's go get some more water, and we can go ahead and try to see if there's any Endermen around, so that we can at least try to get our first couple of Ender Pearls. Ender Pearls are probably one of the rarest things in this mod pack, just because of how you get them. And we'll have to make sure we're safe whenever we see an Enderman. Now there is a quest to kill a bunch of different mobs. We've killed the zombies. We need to kill more skeletons. Spiders, we need a few more. And I believe creepers and all that kind of stuff, we still need more. But to be honest, we're not that powerful. So I don't want to do too much yet in that sense. Once we're a little bit more powerful, we'll worry about it. So I don't see any Endermen. And it sounds like there's a bunch of husks. They're trapped in a hole again. Of course. So I don't see any Endermen. So we'll worry about them later. Something else we could potentially look into soon is we could look into jetpacks. There is a bunch of jetpacks, up to vibrant jetpack or resonant. Either way you want to go. They've changed the flux capacitor stuff. It's still the same recipe. So it's just a matter of whether or not you want to go Ender IO or thermal expansion. Does not look like we can. Doesn't look like we can get anything. We can make it airtight teal on a creative jetpack, but we can't really do anything with that. Now, Angel Ring is also something we can look into. Ring of the Flying Squid. Jet propulsion at your fingertips. We need to get a ghast and a bat. Those aren't terrible. That just requires a bunch of stuff. Actually, that's not that bad. And then there is the bat. What is it called? Wings of the Bat. This is used for... Oh no, that is the actual thing. But that requires an Ender Star, which requires a Nether Star, and that is something I don't want to do. And then it also requires Dragon Breath, which we can either make or go to the end. So yeah, that's not going to happen. So I think the best way is with the chicken, the angel ring. So real quick, one last check. Any Enderman. It being night, this is the perfect time to find Enderman. But I do not see any. Let's try to get the spider's attention. He'll come over here. He'll come over the wall. Or he should. Or not. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... How much iron do we have? So, this is going to be really slow. There are ways to speed him up. I wish there was the other auto hammer, but there's not. So can we get a little bit more iron? Yeah, we can just take what we have. So what I want to do real quick is we want to make a hopper. And we're going to set up a chicken farm. So we want 2 chests. And we will get one of these turned into a hopper. And this is a vanilla chicken farm. It's not too difficult or anything like that. We'll probably end up moving it. That golden lasso is something we're gonna want to go ahead and make. Just some string and some gold nuggets. So both easy enough to get. Let's go cool off before we do it though. So yeah, just a lot of things that we're gonna want to do, and it all kind of starts with we're gonna want chickens. We're gonna want chicken eggs, and I like to have a little bit of glass so we can see the chicken, and everything else will be cobblestone. We're gonna need string and a little bit of gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and some gold nuggets. I probably already have some gold nuggets lying around, but whatever. So let's go ahead and make the golden lasso. And the reason we're going to do this is because eventually what we're going to want is we're going to want to move this stuff. So I don't want to I don't want to have to redo the quest. I don't know if we can even redo it. Okay, we can, but it will take a while. I don't think we have to submit it, so that's nice, but we'll just put the chicken here. So the hopper will go right here with a chest right here. So the hopper feeds into there. We're gonna put cobblestone. Now here's an actual question. If we put glass here, can we still open the chest? We can. Perfect. So last thing we need to do is, well, second to last thing, we need to get up here. We'll spawn the chicken, and then we'll cover him up. And we'll put a torch on him. Why not? So this guy will eventually give us eggs and potentially feathers. I don't know about the feathers, but he'll give us eggs. And once we get a decent amount of eggs, we can then start a chicken farm. So the other thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get all of these other animals. So we need... we're going to need a lot of eggs for that stuff. Never mind. This one doesn't need eggs, but leather. How do we get leather? Leather is drying rack with food, mob drops, or redstone furnace with... Okay, we can do that one. So it's 3, so we're going to need 30. We don't quite have enough. So let's slime sling out here. There's a bunch of guys right here who will gladly give us rotten flesh. And there's... I don't even know how many of these guys there are. So... I don't know why the husks like to just go into the holes like this, but they do. They just get stuck. I don't know what it is about their AI. I bet it has to do with these placeable sand layers, but I don't know what it is. They just don't quite understand. And there should be some more rotten flesh just lying around. Alright, so we should have enough to get the leather. We have 18. So we need 30 for this. And we'll just put that in here. We're still making gravel. We have quite a bit of it. So we'll just throw this stuff in here. And that'll make a bunch of compressed gravel, which we can then just start working on sifting and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's come in here for a second, take a drink, have some lunch, all that kind of fun stuff. So with leather taken care of, let's take a look at... Oh, I don't get too cold. You get too cold, you get hypothermia. And that's not good. Hypothermia, rather. Hyperthermia is what we end up getting out here in the desert. Hypothermia is when you get too cold. So how are we doing on... We have well over a stack of soul sand. We only have one more sand in there, so we have a little bit more than a stack to go for that. Alright, so is this done with the leather? We have 6. So we're going to need 10 leather and 8 wool to get sheep. And we're going to want to do this twice for every animal. 8 wool is half a stack of string. And there are ways to get string, so I'm not too worried about that. But we can go ahead, detect. We don't even have to use it, so that's kind of nice. I don't know if that's intended or not, but it's really nice. So we'll go ahead and detect, claim, and then we can get that in an hour. So as I play more and all that kind of fun stuff, we'll get these quests taken care of. Alright, so what's the next one we want to look at? Rabbits. Rabbits require 5 golden carrots. Do we have any carrots grown? We do, but I think what I want to do is make a little 9x9 of carrots, and we're going to grow all the carrots that we can, because we're going to want a decent amount of carrots, and eventually we'll have an area. I will do the research that I need to do to see kind of what all we need to do in order to get a farm kind of temperature regulated and all that kind of stuff. This building might change, probably will, to be honest, relatively soon. Once we get ready to move our base more underground. Underground, the sandstorms shouldn't be able to do anything to us, so that's part of the reason we're doing it. Now, horses needed leather and wheat, so we have that. We can spawn a horse. And now we need 6 iron. Okay, so we're going to need some stuff for the iron armor and all that kind of stuff. So let's just do these quests. Since it doesn't seem that it wants us to, like, submit anything. I don't really have to worry about it. Diamond, we need 6 diamonds. And then we need probably 6 gold. And there we go. Now here's the thing. Recipe, we can make this stuff. That is perfectly fine. But we can also use it to get a bunch of... Well, this one will give us a bunch of iron, and this one will give us a bunch of gold. So, I don't know if that's going to unlock anything else for now, but let's just continue on. So we need 10 gold nuggets. We're going to need those for the golden carrots anyway, so let's go ahead and get a bunch of those. We need 5. We're going to need 40 gold nuggets. One more set would be enough. So there is the pig, spawn pig. Ocelot, we need raw fish. Wolf, we need bones and raw beef. Beef we can't get until we get more stuff. So there's more of that. We have 1 diamond. Just trying to get more stuff in general. But the iron horse armor, that is a really kind of a cheaty thing. I would imagine we're going to get about 10 or 11 ingots. I'm not entirely sure. We have 8 ingots. So, you know what? Let's just throw in 1 more. And we'll get the last little bit of what we need. So, carrots. Let's go... Okay, first of all, let's put the rest of the eggs in here. And I'm going to put some of the stuff in here just to get it out of my inventory. The gold armor we'll keep for now. Let's cool off just a little bit. And we're going to go grow the rest of the carrots so that we can get the rabbits. The rabbits are going to be needed relatively soon. So might as well do it now. We've already gotten some eggs and feathers. So that is kind of awesome. So something I found out, it's different mod, or different version of this mod, tiny progressions. You can activate the watering can. Where did we find that out? What mod pack was I playing that I had that happen? I don't even know. Pyramid, that's what it was. Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn, which is 1.12. This is a 1.10 mod. That's why. Alright, we have 3 carrots. Come on. Come on. Grow. So there's a 4th carrot, and there we go. We have carrots. As I throw them on the ground. So just 2 of these we can put back. Everything else we'll throw in there. And yeah, that should be rabbits. Detect submit. There we go. Spawn rabbit. So once we have, once all these guys go on cooldown, we'll still need to get the cows, which we have the leather. We just need to have 20 eggs. We'll get that soon enough. The ocelot we need fish, and the wolf we need beef. So we can't get the wolves until we cannot get wolves until there we go. Until the see spider blaze. Hey, we have a gas spawner. We could also do resturb spawners, I believe. Spawner changers, yeah, these are good. Actually, that might be a better way. Empowered diamantine. We can... I've got to look into how to make resturbed spawners. I'm not entirely sure. I think we need a drop of evil for that. We do have a few gas tiers, which is good. I can't remember where we found those, but we have a few of those. We have zombie heads. So we have the makings to get a powered spawner, and with that Enderman, but we need the Enderman to begin with. So there's a witch. I don't know that we have to kill one of those. Alright, so let's put this stuff away, and there's one last thing I kind of want to look at for the future. But honestly, I think until I can get more digging done... Ooh, Enderman. There's a bunch of Enderman. Alright, so the secret is... you put a roof over your head. And... pray. So... come here. You two. And if you two would be so kind. I don't know where they went, but they're not very happy. Alright, so let's do something like this real quick. Make a little bit of an area. They're probably underneath. They're all right here. Alright. We can hit them from here. And that's all that matters. As long as they don't teleport, we can kill them. And they took my block. They took my block. So they should be not so angry. Let's do this, and then there we go. I got revenge. And we have a ton of ender pearls. That is the main thing I wanted. So let's put our armor back on. We even have an enderman head. Well, actually two. So perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. Let's get our inventory sorted a little bit. And cool, there we go. This works out quite nicely for us. So now we have ender pearls, and that means we can do a bunch of stuff. We can make the auto spawner. So we'll need to capture an enderman eventually. That's not nearly as hard as it sounds. And yeah, that is kind of big. Just do that and that. Clean this up a little bit. So with ender pearls, we can now make item conduits. But before we do that, we're gonna make the powered spawner. We're gonna make an enderman spawner so that we can get basically infinite ender pearls. And we'll have a system for that. I don't know where we'll put that, but we'll figure something out later. Let's remove death. And yeah, that is perfect. So what are we gonna want to do? There's one other thing I want to kind of look at that is going to be coming up soon, that we're going to want, and that is infinite water. Infinite water right here. Infinite water source. This is doable. Reinforced obsidian, which requires a lot of dark steel, which is easy enough actually. Mass fabricator, which is a bunch of steel and advanced alloys and just a bunch of IC2 stuff. Tank interface is easy enough. Block of nickel, block of gold, and advanced circuits. So all of that stuff is completely and utterly doable. So that's something else we can start working on. But for now, I think the plan will be I'm going to dig, and I'm going to try to dig a nice large area and start working on getting all of this kind of stuff taken care of. And then next time we're going to work towards the Enderman spawner. And we'll go from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So next time we're going to work on the Enderman spawner. And I'll try to get a bit of a basement working on. And then we'll kind of start moving our stuff downstairs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!